Now, a suspected car bomb has hit Beirut, killing at least 5 people, including an advisor to the former anti-Syria coalition prime ministers. The blast went off just outside the government headquarters and parliament building. Lebanon's seen a wave of bombings over the past months as tensions rise over neighbouring Syria's civil war. Well, let's cross live to Sky's Tom Rayner. He's in Jerusalem. Tom, what do we know about this latest attack?
Well, this latest attack, we're seeing the pictures now of the aftermath, thick black smoke rising over the skyline of downtown Beirut. We understand that there are now forensic officers from the Lebanese police investigating whether this was just one car bomb targeting the motorcade of Mohammed Shatta, or indeed whether there were more than one device that was used. Now, there's no actual responsibility being claimed yet for this attack, but Mohammed Shatta was a former minister and he was also an advisor to the March 14th coalition. Now, this is an opposition coalition in Lebanon. Lebanon doesn't have an active government at the moment, and they are very sympathetic to the Syrian rebels. They are opposed to President Assad in Syria and have been vocally so, and as a result, their opposition to Assad has put them in conflict with Hezbollah and the Hezbollah-led coalition which they face internally in Lebanon. So there will be some speculation that this is as a result of some of that spillover from the Syria conflict. Now, why would Mohammed Shatta be targeted? We don't know for certain. His role is not that prominent within the coalition, so there is some speculation in Lebanon itself that he may have been targeted because the security detail around his motorcade may not have been as significant as some of the other members of the coalition who were going to attend a meeting in the next couple of hours. Now, this meeting had been heralded ahead of time, so there was information that would have allowed anyone who wanted to target these motorcades of the members of the coalition on their way in. So there will definitely be speculation that that is why he was targeted. Mr. Shatta was, as well as being an advisor to the current coalition, as I said before, a former finance minister, but also an ambassador to the United States. And there has been already some tributes paid to him by many people in the international community. In fact, just before his death, Mr. Shatta himself sent a tweet which said, "Hezbollah is pressing hard to be granted similar powers in security and foreign policy matters that Syria exercised in Lebanon for 15 years. That the last tweet of Mohammed Shatta, and I think indicative of the fact that the meeting that he was going to before this deadly car bomb, which left dozens more injured as well, would have been focused on how Lebanon tries to pick itself up and stem some of the violence and tensions that have spilled over from the Syrian conflict, that have inflamed the sectarian tensions that have always been present in Lebanon, but have really flared up of late.
Tom, how hard is it for the Lebanese existing alongside Syria with what is going on in Syria? How fragile does it now feel in Lebanon?
Well, Lebanon is fragile. Lebanon doesn't have an acting government at the moment. It only has a caretaker prime minister. And through the last 20 or 30 years, sectarian divisions in Lebanon have been the real centre of the politics. Hezbollah is a very, very active both political party and sort of military force in Lebanon, and that is a Shiite-backed group. It has got close ties to President Assad and to Iran, and therefore the support of Iran for Syria and the support of Hezbollah for Syria means that whatever goes on in Lebanon is deeply connected to that whole wider conflict, and Hezbollah have been actually sending fighters into Syria to take part in the conflict there.
Tom, let's leave it. Thanks very much.